And knowledge. So, we'll start off by talking about this thing with Glorilla and her sister. I think her name Victoria, something like that. Um, what do y'all think, man? Here are my thoughts on it. It ain't gonna be long, but when I'm first hearing this, and now I'm gonna kind of get off into another tangent. Why do people feel that they are obligated to what you have when you work so hard for what you get? Well, I don't understand that, right? And, maybe because somebody can explain it to me. But to me, there's no excuse for people to be outing you when they have not worked to get to where you are, right? So let's talk about it. I'm a teacher, educator, whatever, just making a living doing a 9 to 5 or whatever, however that goes, right? And you got people out here who are making a living doing what they do every day. Some people are more successful than others. Some people have more money than others. Cool. But it becomes a problem when you have family members who feel like they're entitled to what you have, although they have not worked for it. And, I don't know this to be fact. My mom has told me that my sister is jealous of me and my other two brothers, excuse me, because of the success that we've achieved, because of the things that we've accomplished, right? But let's talk about it. So I've gone to school, pursued my education, have an associate's degree, 2 year, well, actually 2.5. I have my bachelor's degree, bachelor's of science in education, have my master's degree in education, and then I have my EDS, which is in administration and supervision. Okay, so again, I put the time in to pursue all these degrees. All in all, if we're just counting years with the associates and the masters, associates and bachelors, we're talking about maybe 4 years. And then after that, you got the masters, which was about a year and a half, roughly. So now we're going about what, about six and a half. And then with my EDS, which does about a year and a half, let's say that too. So we're talking all in all between 7 to 8 years of education, right? Let's just say that eight. So 8 total years of education that I had to go in, do the work, do the studies, do all this, right? And I did it for monetary reasons, simply. It wasn't to gain a vast array of knowledge or whatever the case may be and all the stuff that people say. People, let's be real. When you go into the educational field, like whatever field you're in, business, nursing, medical, whatever, you go into that field it's all about money. Let's just be 100 and be real about it. Yes, you should love what you do. I love what I do. I love being an educator. But at the end of the day, we all got to live. We all got to pay bills. We all got to, be able to maintain what we got going on. Correct. Okay, so let's step a little further into it. So, going back to the Glorilla thing. And before I get into that, I just want to go a little bit deeper into my life and how it rolls. The only people I fool with, family wise, are people who got something going on. They got some motion, as they say. They got some motion. They're working. They're gainfully employed. They can do for themselves. And my brother, rest in peace, my younger brother, he used to ask me to lend him money every now and then. This is no slight to him, by the way. Everybody, like I tell people all the time, everybody runs into situations and problems, and everybody needs a little help every now and then. Nothing wrong with that. He would pay me back. Sometimes I tell him, don't worry about it. You know what I mean? So, you have those times. But here's where the problem comes in again. When people feel that they are obligated to what you have. Okay? Now, let's get to the Glorilla part. So, Glorilla, by whatever, I don't know her story for real. I just know what, I've seen and this, that, and the other, and just little interviews. She doesn't really go into her past like that. From what I've seen, from the interviews I've seen, I haven't seen her really talk about her past as much, and there's a reason why, I think. But when you go back and look at the F and F video, you see the teeth kind of jacked up. Not the best looking girl in the world. To me, still not. She cool, but when you get down to it, she achieved the success by whatever happenstance, however that occurred, she put in the work. She started rapping, got with Hit Boy, started making music, started writing all this shit. And I'll be honest with you, I really like her as a lyricist. I think she's really good. That's my opinion. I don't like all her music, but I like a lot of it. The FNL, Tomorrow. What else I like? TGIF. Hold on. March, new one, March. I kind of like it straight. It's not a party song, but I like it. And What You Know About Me, all them junks. So she got a lot of hits, she got a lot of bangers. I think she's gonna have a very prosperous career. I'm happy for her, man. Memphis all day, baby. I represent Memphis. That's where I'm from. That's what I represent. So anyway, and then here comes the jealousy part. So it just keep this in mind. She been on for maybe what 4 or 5 years now, maybe longer, something like that. I don't know. Somebody hit me out with that. Chat and comments hit me out. So she's been in the mix for a minute, and now all of a sudden her sister comes out, and it seems like she's the only sibling that got a problem, right? That's the only one I hear complaining. The Victoria chick, they call her Scarface. So she's the only one I hear coming out. She's the only one that seems to have a problem with Glorilla's success. And it even goes so far as say you're obligated to help them. That Glorilla's obligated to help her family. That's crazy. Should she help out mom and dad? To a certain degree, yes. And I'll tell you what I would do. And this is just me, y'all. Y'all can, say what you want. I would give my mother, a couple $1,000,000. And I would say, you're going to live on this. I would buy her a house and say, you're going to live off this $2,000,000 for the rest of your life. Boom. I take care of the bills. $2,000,000 is yours. You do what you need to do with that. But don't spend it all. Don't go on great shopping sprees and all that. That money is to secure you for the rest of your life. You want to go on a trip? You got it. But it's $2,000,000. Now, unless you're a dang fool, it's hard to spend $2,000,000. And especially with a person in their elder years, depending on what we call elderly now, because I call elderly 85 and above. Some of you all may disagree. But either way, she's not obligated to help anyone other than herself. When you achieve success, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about it. When you achieve success, your money is your money. The way you choose to distribute that money is up to you, right? Now, some of us would disagree with what I'm saying. It's cool. But in the end, your money is your money. The only people you're obligated to help is your family. When I say family, it's about the family you build, not the family you moved away from. When you get married, if you get married, when you start a relationship, when you have kids, those kids and your family that you build is your priority. Your priority is not, and I repeat, not the people, siblings, mother, father. Just being real. But again, that's me. But these are my thoughts on the matter. I just think her sister coming out like this is out of pocket. I feel that she should, reevaluate her life and reevaluate her decisions and wonder, how did you get here? Versus, and why haven't you tried to start a music career? You could be a rapper. If, at best, go get a job. Build your money up. Get you some studio time. Maybe you're not musically inclined. Cool. But you need to be doing something. But to sit here and say that someone's obligated to help you, I 100% disagree. I 100% believe you need to get off your butt and do what you need to do. And those are my thoughts. Ladies and gentlemen, this is JD OK with that old head knowledge. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. I just like to talk on these things. Again, I'm a native Memphian myself, so I feel like I am more than qualified to speak on this topic. And seeing that I have experienced something similar, not to this extent, but I do know what that feels like. So y'all, this is JD OK with that old head knowledge. I want you to make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hopefully you've enjoyed what you heard. We're going to bring some more of this content to you. Let's keep it moving. I need y'all to subscribe for real. Leave me some comments. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. Thumb down if you don't. Hey, it's JD.